So let's be real. Engagement on social media these days is a pain in the butt. I know. It's like shouting into a void, hoping someone notices, and it gets you so desperate, and no one's interacting unless, maybe it's your best friend or somebody with a heart emoji. But here's the thing, engagement is about so much more than just likes and comments. And I think you've heard me say this before. It is about, building more the real connections with people who get your message, that get who you are, your brand. Today, we're going to talk about how to make those connections beyond social media, and actually beyond social media metrics, that get your audience to truly listen and engage and trust your brand, because this is really important. So let's talk about this. Hey, I'm Veronica de Polo, and with more than 15 years being in marketing strategies, are you ready for actionable bite-sized episodes about business advice on marketing, branding, and messaging to take your business to the next level? If you're a service business owner, we'll show you how to attract qualified leads on social media and beyond. We'll reveal the art of showcasing your brand effectively, and will uncover the best strategies to hook your audience so they keep coming for more. Say goodbye to outdated marketing strategies and embrace the power of change. Welcome to the Branding Momentum Podcast. So the first thing we got to do is we got to focus on conversations and not comments. Instead of, obsessing over comments and likes, start focusing on real conversations. Think about direct messages, personalized responses and genuine one-on-one interactions, especially nowadays when you really think about it. There's so many bots, so many AI tools that actually, yes, do make your life easier. But when you actually know that there is a human behind that answer, it's powerful. It's powerful. So when someone messages you a question, do a quick reply. Treat it as the beginning of a relationship, not just a quick reply kind of thing. Like, okay, let me give you an example. If someone sends you a DM on Instagram, a direct message about your services, don't just answer the question. Ask them about their business. Offer an extra insight or send them a voice note. You know how beautiful it is to receive a voice note? I think it takes you less time to send a voice note than to send an actual DM. I know. And what you're doing there is that you're building trust and you're creating a personal connection that goes way farther and beyond than, for example, a post or a carousel. Okay. So second thing that I would do is use your content to actually spark curiosity and get them, off the social media world. So use your social media in a way that is going to spark that curiosity and guide them towards your ecosystem. And I know you've heard me say this before. There are layers in your ecosystem. People come and start on your social, and then you take them to your emails, and then you take them to your lead funnels, and then you take them, and there's a list of things that you can actually do and create, right? This is your ecosystem, your website as well. Whether that is your email list or a podcast that maybe you have, or a video or your website, your goal isn't just only to get them stuck on social media, but to draw them into your world where you actually can engage with them directly, and you can actually do that with consistency. Yes, I know my middle name should be called Veronica Consistency. Let me give you a few examples here. I want you to share little snippets on your expertise in your posts, and tell them the real truth and gems that is to, have for example, a free resource or an exclusive email series, you're not just engaging for the sake of it. You're pulling them into a place where you're going to have to give them your undivided attention, because that is where you're actually going to warm them up. Now, the third thing that I would actually do is build engagement with content that actually solves problems. We're so used to putting content out, and I know that we think that we are a churro machine when we're creating content and we're saying the same thing over and over. Flip the script. Let's say things that actually do solve the problem, that you know that if you say this, you might even think, yeah, but I charge for that particular advice, I don't know, 500 euros, 90 euros. Give it, because you can give the solution, but they don't know how they're going to solve the problem. So your post, your social media things that you're saying, your videos, you have to give them what they want. You have to understand what's keeping them up at night and address those nightmares into that social media. And then once you say it and you share it, invite them to go back and understand a little bit more about it. Instead of, maybe finding somebody that is, just put a heart, why don't you grab that person and send them a direct message? Thank you so much for this. What did it make you, give me a like? What resonated with you? Sometimes people just do likes because they feel like it, but why not go a little bit further? And another way that you can actually look at this is that you can create like a mini series of posts and tackle that same, nightmare in a series of other posts or videos and anything that you think that you can do. Now, the fourth thing that I want you to consider is leveraging actually micro interactions for deeper connections. And this may sound very fancy, but not everything has to be big and time consuming to create engagement. Micro interactions is like responding to stories. It's like sending little voice notes or, sharing a personalized tip to have a huge impact. And these little small thoughtful touches show your audience that you are paying attention, that you are actually acting as you are reacting. You're creating that sense of personal connection without needing a lot of effort and planning. Maybe you can create certain things that you already wrote down and, automate them and just put them there. But people love those little micro connections that you can actually keep that momentum going. And like I said to you, the example before, send them those little things. If somebody comments on something on your social media and they're engaging with you, send them a little voice note, send them a little email, send them a little direct message, something that you acknowledge and that you know that you're watching. Now, the last thing that I would say is to nurture your community. And this is a long, long game. But real engagement doesn't actually happen overnight. And we all know that. It's a long game on nurturing that relationship and showing up consistently in ways that feels human and personal, whether, it's through stories or behind the scene pics or sharing personal wins and struggles. It is about making the audience that you have feel like they're part of your journey, not just watching, from very, very far away. And some of the ways that you can actually do this is that share the high and the lows of your service-based journey, not just the wins. I would say the highs and lows. Let your audience see the human side of you, that they will find that deeper connection that is more authentic and engaging becomes, a whole new relatable story to them. So the next time you feel like no one is engaging with your content, remember, engagement is about more than just likes or comments. It is about building that lasting connection with the people who truly care what you actually do. Whether you're having a conversation on your DMs or guiding them through your world, through lead magnets, or showing up for your community in a real and human ways, it's those moments that will actually set you apart from the noise. All right. If you're anything like me and you love to keep the conversation going, then I've got something just for you. One to dive into all the things marketing and messaging, but without the boring stuff. Well, you can actually join me now on my daily emails where I can break it down in a way that is easy and it's fun and it's totally actionable. And think of it as like having a coffee chat with a friend, which is actually me. Thank you. We'll talk about real stuff, real tips, share stories. And I actually do share a lot of things there that I don't share anywhere else, and figure out how to make your business shine and your marketing on point, because in the end, all I want for you is to get leads. And if you sign up today, you're going to get my top 5 marketing hacks for service-based business owners. So it's all good stuff. And you've learned over the years, I've delivered straight into your inbox. And I'm a straight shooter. I'll tell you how it is. So if you want to keep the conversation going, sign up and let's do it. The description and the link is just below. Okay, guys, I'll see you same time, same place next week. Bye-bye.